Thank you, and thank you BMGF for this communication strategy. Morning everybody, and excellencies, distinguished participants, and all those who have traveled from different countries to this place. It's an honor to be here before you. And we've heard all the global voices, and after hearing everyone, actually the dash from the airport straight to the venue was well worth it. Having heard the global voices, the critical element is that global voice can only be a collective wisdom of what the countries have. No matter what the investment, what the resource that you put in, unless it happens on the ground in the countries, things will not happen. Therefore, my repeated plea that all the planning, all the resources is fine. Please do it with the countries in mind. But before I really start the Indian story, and briefly you saw what we wanted to say, please bear in mind the complexity that India is, the diversity that we personify, and the great challenges that we have considering the sheer magnitude of the population of India. But even with all these challenges, India has kind of rewritten the family planning program. And just to state a few things, the total fertility rate has declined from 2.7 to 2.2. The teenage birth rate has halved from 16 to 8%. The under 18 marriage, which I think is one of the most critical elements, crashed from 47% to 26%. And the spacing between births increased from 43% to 59%, therefore a healthier society. I am not very sure if there is a parallel to this kind of a happening in the last 5 years. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, India is reaffirming its commitment to family planning and to pledge more action for more women with newer ideas, deeper reach, and better services. We realized that the FP 2020 goals were very ambitious and we needed a new strategy. So India evolved a new strategy based largely on 4 basic pillars: resources, options, strategies, and quality of service. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin with the first one, it was 2012 when my predecessor in this very forum committed that India will invest $2 billion by 2020. We are well on course to achieving that, and the leadership thought that this was not enough. So now India has committed to spending not just 2, but $3 billion by 2020. But let me assure this House that the way we are moving, we will far surpass this $3 billion by 2020. Second thing that we realized is that if you really want to put family planning in the forefront and take it ahead, the critical element is empowerment, particularly of women. And the best way to empower women was to give them a choice. So far, the country had been working with a very limited choice. We've last year took a huge decision to increase the basket of choice by several things, 3 items particularly. And today, as I stand and speak here, several states in India are at this moment rolling out contraceptive injectables for the first time in the country. And must thank all the partners for the support we got in this. However, the challenges continue, and we continue to explore the possibility of introducing newer methods in India. When we analyzed our program, we realized that India itself is so huge and iniquitous that while 24 states are already at a TFR of 2.1 and below, it is 8 states that is holding us. So we've completely revised our new strategy this year. We have identified 146 districts in the country where we are going to put all our resources, which will bring down all the problems finish all the problems that we have. We'll have newer communication strategy, more community involvement, and we've found more novel methods of reaching families in India. So this is a new strategy that we have come up with. You know, when we went on with the family planning program, the numbers kept increasing. That was one good thing. But what was happening is, and it's happening in most part of the globe, is the quality is not being paid the kind of attention that we need to. And I urge the global community to join hands with the country, if not for anything else, for this single effort of improving quality. Demand in India is rooted in a good gap analysis, but as you increase demand, you have to work on the supply side. Therefore, we are now putting in a new mechanism of supply chain management, and at present rate of contraception, we have estimated that nearly 137 million of our women are using modern methods, and this will prevent a staggering 39 million unintended pregnancies, 16 million total births, 2 million unsafe abortions, and save at least 40,000 maternal lives. And we'll continue to improve, and improve we shall. We have the largest birth cohort, 26 million, but we have managed to reach most, though in some parts of the country access still remains a problem. I would like to assure everyone here that we will continue to partner with all of us, and I must thank here UNFPA, BMGF, FP 2020, DFID, Government of UK, and all others who have come together at the global platform to do this. And if India has been able to increase resources, increase the choice, and expand access, it's because of a very, very strong political commitment of our leadership. And our Honorable Prime Minister's only direction is that what you plan to do by 2020 must finish in 2018. So that is the way we are working. We'll continue to better our own effort. But before I end, I have one request. Country commitment is a very good idea, and countries must commit. That is critical. But what is also crucial is global commitment. And we must realize that we cannot allow resources at the global level to continue to deplete and still talk about a more robust family planning program in the world. That cannot happen, and that, I hope, does not happen. Trends are not very encouraging, I must say. So this is one point I thought I'll place before the House. As a country, we will continue to do what we are doing, but at the global level, let us walk the talk. Thank you very much.